More Canadians arrived at Toronto's Pearson Airport this morning after they were finally allowed to leave Gaza earlier this week. Among those waiting was Ahmad Abu al-Jadian, whose wife Yara and newborn daughter were on this morning's flight from Cairo. For Ahmed, this was the first time seeing his daughter, who was born in October. And for more on this emotional reunion, I want to bring in CTV's Scott Hurst. Scott, tell us more about this Canadian family that has joyfully been reunited.
Renee, of course, airports can be the scene of emotional sights as people maybe haven't seen their friends and family for quite some time, but it hits a lot more and it hits much closer to home when your family is fleeing a war zone and, as you said, has never even met his baby daughter. So they came in on a flight this morning to Toronto Pearson. He is a Brantford man that had been desperately trying to get his wife and baby out of the war zone. His baby no more than just a few weeks old at this point. So of course, incredibly emotional as this family is reunited at Toronto Pearson. Here's more from this man talking about what it's like to be reunited and what his wife had been through.
Thank you to be with us. Mubarak. Thank you to be with us. Thank you to be with us. That's the most historic, important humanity case I know. Not because it's for me, and I wish all that help get more people, more families. A lot of family need it. My family too is still there, but I know, I trust Canada. I know Canada will not leave them alone.
And Ray, we're starting to see some of these scenes play out at the airport as the Canadian government has now been able to assist 116 Canadian citizens, permanent residents, and their family escape Gaza through that Rafah border crossing into Egypt and then onward travel either elsewhere around the world or, as we're seeing in that scene, back here home to Canada, be reunited with family.
That is fantastic news, Scott. But what about the Canadians still trying to get out?
We do know that there are more than 200 Canadians on the list to be able to cross the Rafah crossing today. Of course, it's extremely volatile at that border crossing. It can close at a moment's notice. It's been open on and off for a bit more than a week now, but we've seen that crossing close at a moment's notice and bringing any transportation, whether it's going out of Gaza or getting humanitarian aid into Gaza. When it closes, it's shut down both ways. So, of course, it can be extremely volatile, but on the list today are more than 200 Canadians hoping to get out. When they do get out, we've been hearing from the Canadian government that they're met with consular officials on the Egyptian side of the border. They are provided food, water, and other necessities that they might need. They're provided a bus transportation to take them to Cairo, and then the Egyptian government gives them 3 days to get their affairs in order and continue with their onward travel plans, as I mentioned, either elsewhere around the world or back here to Canada. Renee?
All right, CTV Scott Hurst reporting for us. Thanks for the Scott.
Thank you.